Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Exciting day here at Art of the Image because we have the LowePro ProTactic 450AW right here in front of us to unbox or unbag as we have it. I already took it out of the box, but it hasn't been unbagged yet. I haven't even really looked at it, so I'm really excited. This is one of the new bags from LowePro in their new ProTactic series. There's a few different sizes. I believe this is the biggest one, the 450AW, and they sent that to me here to have a look at it and give it a quick review here. So I'm pretty excited to have a look at it. So without further ado, let's take a look at, let's get it out of the bag. Comes all nicely packaged, not only just in a box, but in this outer bag, so it keeps it all fresh and clean for you. Silicate packet, so you're not getting a moldy bag that's been sitting around in a factory or something. It's a fresh bag. Even has a smell test. I think that's a Jared Polin thing, but it smells fresh and clean. So we've got some tags on the front here. The LowePro tag, the trusted original. They got the ProTactic 450AW tag. Just shows the bag with the various amounts of gear that can go in. We've got the ActiZone tag showing the balanced comfort system, and that's how the straps and everything are to keep it comfortable on your back. We've got the maximum gear capacity tag. Shows you all the different gear you can fit in here. We've got the modular attachment system tag, and it shows us all the different attachments that you could put all around the bag for water bottles and other sorts of things that you might want to put on the bag. And then we've just got one that shows the various access points and the rain cover on here, which is a good point because this bag has 4 access points. You got your top, I believe they call it the turret top entry. You can enter from both sides of the bag, and you can enter from the back for full setup, and if you're getting ready to go out, you can pack it that way. It's just great that you can get in that many ways. Almost similar to some of the various access points and different ways that we can get into a Mindshift bag. So let's get this unzipped. Start with the top axis, what they call the turret up here. And we will unzip this. And as you can see, it opens up directly into the top. And this is a bit of a hard top to it. So that's kind of nice because it keeps it not only formed, but probably some also extra protection there because it has a little bit of resistance to it in the fact that it's a formed top. It also has in the top of that a nice deep pocket, probably because it does arc there, that you can put stuff in there that is deeper than perhaps you would see in a flat top that didn't have that little bit of a dome on the top. Inside here we've got all the different modular dividers that you're used to seeing with the LowePro and many of the other bags that allow you to shape the inside to what gear you want to take with you and what camera you want sitting on the top, and kind of move it around using the Velcro side strips so that you can build it such that your camera and lens is secure, or whatever you've got in the top here is snuggled nicely in between these dividers. The back access is behind the, undo the straps on the front between the shoulder straps. So we've got a nice waist pack, and then we've got your chest strap there. So we'll undo those to get out of the way, because you can unzip the back access here and you can get in this way for full access, which is especially handy too for loading. And also you can have this on your back and swing it around if you leave the waist belt attached, and then your pack will be secured by the waist belt, and you can access it in here, and we'll show you that in a minute when we get it on. Lots of great dividers and space in here. The upper flap here, to finish unzipping this, you could see has our traditional zippered pockets here that you could put memory cards, cleaning cloths, all sorts of things in here. We also have here the zippered access to put a tablet in there. As you can see, a tablet or a laptop. And LowePro says that you can get up to a 15-inch laptop in there. Looking at it, I could see I would have no problem putting my small Ultra V7 Ultrabook in there from Acer. So up to a 15-inch laptop will fit in there. Inside here, they've also sent me, not sure what this is, comes in a nice nylon kind of ripstop pouch. And this is, this is some of the modular system. So we've got a Velcro piece here that can go on a belt. We've got belt straps on the back to hook it up, and small pouch so you could put something smaller in there. This actually, it's got a picture of the tripod, so I'm assuming that goes on the front for the to hold in one of the tripod feet when you mount your tripod onto the backpack for carrying. Then we have another pouch here, and this one is, an adequate size for a lens, or whatever could fit in a pouch about that size. And we've got the Velcro strap system on here to belt it on, or to belt it onto the pack, or you could put it onto your belt. We've got some extra tie-down straps, which I'm assuming these are for the tripod. When you put the tripod on, you'll use these to lock the tripod in to fasten it to the backpack so it's ready to carry. Then we've got another pouch. You could use that as a lens pouch. It's a decent size. It's got a drawstring on there with a little cinch, pinch, restrainer, whatever you want to call that. So when you pull it tight, you can set it to that. So if I give it a pull, then that'll lock it in place to wherever you've cinched it to. Very nice quality construction on the build and the materials of this. It's very solid, very firm material. It's I think that's what they call cordura, but it's not the type of material that you think you would put your finger through, or it would probably be even hard to cut with a knife. Not that you would want to do that. I'm just underlining the build quality, the firmness, and the I guess anti-rip ability of the fabric. It's just really strong, very tough feeling fabric. If we move over to the side of the bag, there is side access, and that's again 4-way access on this bag. So you can get in from the left side. You can also get in from the right side. You got an access point over here as well. So very nicely designed that way. And again, you could set up the interior dividers and the movable ones that are Velcro removable, so that when you want to get in, depending on what cameras you're carrying on that given hike or day or whenever, what use you're using, you can set it up so that the camera is accessible, and if you want lenses accessible on the other side, and you can rearrange it all for basically however you need it outfitted, however you need to kit out the bag for the gear you're going to be taking with you in the bag that day. Great though that you have 4 access points. You've got the both sides, and you've got your top, and you've got your back for full access. Really smart engineering here. And as I'm looking at this, I can also tell you that, again, just overall, the materials that have been used to build the bag, it's a very nice feeling bag, very solid bag, but the material is has a very good tactile feel, very good quality feel to it, that you're not, with this bag, you're not worried about this wearing out. I think this would last you a long time, as have all my LowePro bags. This is good quality material. As I said, I think it's a type of cordura, but it has that heavier feel to it that you would anticipate could put up with quite a few years of wear and tear without wearing out. On the sides as well, over top of the access panel, we've got some side pockets here. We've got some webbing inside of there, so you can make good use of that, and effectively almost making it 2 pockets in one. And do we have one on the other side? Yes, we do. We got another one right here, and it's got a strap in it with a clip hook in here, so you could have, I guess, that if you wanted to maybe have keys or something else in there, so that it's you can get into there, get whatever's in there, and have it on a dongle without losing it. So that's kind of cool. What else do we have on the back? We've got this padding here, which LowePro calls their active zone system. So it gives you lumbar support, support in your shoulders, and support throughout, so that you're not feeling like the pack is sore on your back, as some bags I'm sure you've had that don't have the support. You've probably tried one on or had one where it's uncomfortable, especially when loaded. You can almost feel the stuff inside pushing on you. Well, the padding here is all in strategic areas, and that's not going to happen because this padding will stop that, and it will be much more comfortable to wear. In the bottom here, there's a little Velcro pocket, and this is where your rain bag is hidden in here. So it's got a full rain bag to go over the bag. That's nice and handy, and it closes up there like that. And just for maneuverability and for, I guess, and just for versatility of how to grab and hold and twist and pull this bag, is another strap on the bottom that you can hold onto the bottom of the bag, which again is forward thinking because a lot of bags wouldn't have that, but it aids in if you're spinning the bag around with the waist belt attached, or if you're picking it up from various locations, or if you've had it on the ground. Just another point of access to grab it and pick it up. Smart thinking on LowePro's part. Something else that's really cool about the ProTactic 450AW is that this waist belt comes off if you don't need to use it. If you want to make the pack more lighter and less things on it, for if you're just doing a little day trip and you don't need the full versatility or the full support of having the waist belt on here, well, you can reach in here, and it's very well secured with Velcro, but you got to free up that Velcro there, and then this waist pack will pull out. It might take me a minute because it's well secured with the Velcro, but you can get it out. So there you can see I've taken off the waist pack. It does take a little effort to take it out. I shouldn't say the waist pack, the waist belt. But that's a good thing because we've got two very good, firm grabbing lines of Velcro. As you see, I had to fight with it a little bit to get it out. But what that means is that it's very securely in there, but it can be removed without too much effort if you want to take advantage of the fact that this can be converted into more of a day pack that way, and it removes the waist pack there for you, the waist belt, I keep saying pack, the waist belt, to make it a little lighter and a little more versatile, like I said, if you want to turn it into a day pack. While I've got the belt out, I should point out too that the belt has two nice zippered pockets, decent size right there, that you can use for putting in whatever storage stuff you need on your trip, whether it's snacks or camera supplies or wipe cloths, whatever you might need. Just more versatility to the bag because there's more pouches right there on the belt. Pretty easy to put back in. I just curled it in on itself so that the Velcro is not hooking up while you're sliding it through. But there we go, we got the belt back in. I got a little dust off the table onto the belt, but essentially pretty easy to remove it and put it back in so you can convert it for day use. As I mentioned earlier, it does come with a versatile 5 modular accessories. The water bottle pouch, or you could actually, that could double as a lens pouch, an accessory case, which you could put in whatever you need to there. It would even comfortably hold most compact cameras and even larger compacts, such as an LX100 or something of that size. Then there's a tripod cup. So that's cups the bottom of one of the tripod legs, and the 2 cinch straps for the tripod. They're all slip lock compatible, and they're included with the pack. They even come in this nifty little mesh bag they can all fit in to store inside the pack if you're not using them at the time. Okay, so why don't we open the pack up again. We'll come in from the back side of it because that's about the easiest way to get full access to it. And let's put some gear in it just to give you an idea of what you can fit in this pack. We'll start off with, I happen to have the Nikon D810 with the 24-70 f2.8G. This isn't the VR version, just so you know, lens here. Let's see where we can stick this in. And as I said, this is straight out of the factory like that, how it came. We can do some quick changes to it, some quick manipulations that way. But I think probably I'd like to access this camera from the side, and that would be right here. So I'm going to move a couple of these straps out of there, not straps, but compartment dividers out of the way. I'm going to fold that one down until I can get that the D810 in the side there. I'm going to take out one more because this 24-70 is a fairly long lens. Okay, so the D810 is comfortably in that side pocket there, or in here in the side. Next up, we'll grab the 5500. So we've got the Nikon D50 500, and on it is still the 16-80, the new Nikon 16-80 lens that we talked about just recently in a past video when I did the initial impressions. Really liking this lens. Let's put it in at the top. We probably could make the cameras go cross so that one side was one camera's access from below and the other was the other. Let's try that. Let's see how that works. I'm curious myself now that I've said that. I'm going to take out this extra divider. I didn't need all those dividers because I'm using, just to make things easier, I'm going to invert that lens hood back on itself, because obviously lens hoods take up more space. So now what I've done here is I've got it so that we can access the 5500 from the right side and the 810 from the left side, the two, because there's an access zipper and flap on each side for that. Next up, I've got the Nikon Sb-910, and it is in its own pouch in here. And there it is there, the Sb-910. Let's, I'm going to leave it in the pouch because I've still got plenty of room here in this bag that I can just move another one of these, and the pouch can fit right in here. So that's the 910 in there. So we got the 810, the 5500, and the 910. And then we've still got lots of room. Let's throw in another lens. I've got the 85 f1.8G here, the Nikon 85 f1.8G. We'll put that in. I've got lots of other pockets left here. And what I could do is, if I have another camera body, let me get another body. We'll grab the FZ300, the Panasonic FZ300, the super zoom here, because we've got room to put it in the top underneath the turret access, which gives us quick access to yet a third camera because of the really cool nature of how this pack is designed. So I'm just going to move one of these, actually I could probably take that right out here. So I have a lot of extra dividers, which is great because, you know, you never know when you put it together exactly how you're going to want the system laid out. But I've got the FZ300 in here too now. So as you can see, we've got three bodies. We got the 810, D810 Nikon. We've got the D50 500, both with a little bit longer lenses on them. We've got a prime in there. We've got room for a couple more primes. We've got an Sb-910. We could put a couple more flashes in here. And we still haven't touched any of the side pockets or the belt pocket. So you can see this bag has a lot of room. I've got the additional dividers here that I've taken out, because I don't need them just for the way I've set it up quickly here with the gear I had on hand. And we'll zip this back up. So there we still have our side pockets empty, we've got our belt pockets empty, and we still haven't put a laptop in. I didn't have my other laptops upstairs, but we could have put the 15-inch laptop in there too. That pocket was still empty, so this holds a lot. Let's slide it on here and see how it goes on. Very comfortable, actually. You can tell that padding, that Actizone that we were talking about with the lumbar supports, it feels good. It feels nicely padded on the back. It feels firm and supportive. It feels like the way I want a knapsack to feel, a backpack to feel when I've got it loaded down with a bit of weight for gear, which I do here because I put in quite a few things. We got 3 camera bodies in here. Then we can do up the waist belt here, which I still haven't, because we took it right out of the pack, I haven't adjusted these straps yet. And they're pretty easy to adjust, as you could see. We just have to they've got really nice fit and finish here because they've got a little strap that holds the strap in. And then you can pull this and adjust it to get the pack where you want it. And then nice easy pulls for that. And then you could fold these back in on themselves, and they've got these little strappy things here to contain the additional excess strappage, if you want to call it that. So there's the waist belt done up nicely there. We still got our 2 pouches empty. And then the chest strap, I'm going to have to undo that one a bit too to make room. And there we go. cinch that up a bit. And you could see that, actually I felt that right away when I did the chest strap up. It really, really helps with distributing the weight of the pack. And it's just, I always like backpacks that have a chest strap because that's a huge bonus for distributing the weight properly when you're hiking. And then you can adjust both of them for how you want the weight spread. But it actually feels really good with a fair bit of gear on here. I must have 10 pounds or more of gear in here already. And it feels really good on the back. So pretty impressed with this bag. Oh, I know what I should show you. Let's undo this strap and we'll see. I haven't done this before, so this is just with me thinking of how to get into it. We'll swivel it around, side access, so we can get one of those cameras out that we put in. So there's our 5500. So easy access there. You can put it back in quite easily. Zip it back up. And if we wanted to access the other camera, our 810, we can get to it from this side with that access quite easily. So there is the D810 with the 24-70 on it, and that easily goes back in here as well. And bear in mind, I just took this out of the bag. I've never used this before. Very ease of access. I don't know, maybe that's a double pun. Ease of access. But it works really great. I really like that system. And actually, while I've got it swung around here, you can also access the turret here. And we could get into to access where we put the FZ300, which we have right up top here. So you could see that all three cameras, and you could fit more cameras in here if you wanted to, but all three of the ones I have in here are all accessible from their own, if you want to call it, dedicated opening or access port. If I swing this back around again, very easy to put it back on your back. So there we go. Adjust my shirt so I'm not showing off my skin, and I'll redo up the chest strap there. Pretty impressive system. I really like how easy it is to get into it. I like how easy it is to swing it around, grab your camera, put your camera back away, and swing it back if you want to continue walking and hiking. Really nice system. Very well built, very well engineered. I like the design of it. I like all the access, and the fit and finish, the build quality is very impressive. I actually really like this little hard turret dome on here, which again gives us more space or allows for, you know, if another camera has a larger area in here, like it's not pressing on the FZ300 there. So great bag, lots of room. Now bear in mind, you can get the ProTactics all the way down to, I think, a 250. So if you don't need this room, you don't this much room, you don't have to get this big a bag. But really impressed. Really nice build quality, really nice materials used, great zipper pulls, quality zippers. I like these little zipper pulls on the zippers. Just every little detail. Nice handle on the top to grab it. Everything's been attested to. I really like how you can fully open it up from behind to load it. I like how you've got the 4 ways to load it. Your 4 access ports, the top, the 2 sides, and the back. I like that the belt is removable. Everything about this bag is really nice. Now, just to go over details, LowePro says that this bag, the ProTactic 450AW, will fit 1 to 2 Pro DSLRs, which, as we saw, it does. I've got 2 DSLRs in there, plus another larger all-in-one ultra zoom. And that's 1 to 2 Pro DSLRs, one with up to a 70 to 200 f2.8 lens attached, which I had the 24 to 70, but you could see that you could have one of those cameras in there with a 70 to 200. 8 lenses and speed lights, and as we looked, as I was filling it up, there was still plenty of room, so I see no problem with getting 8 lenses or speed lights in there. A 15-inch laptop, and it has its own dedicated spot for that, nicely padded, nicely zippered. The tripod, which mounts onto the front with the included accessories, which is really nice, your straps and your tripod cup for the foot. The technical dimensions here, internally it's 31.8 by 19.8 by 44 centimeters. That works out to 12.52 by 7.8 by 17.32 inches. External dimensions are 34.8 by 27 by 48.8 centimeters, or 13.7 by 10.63 by 19.21 inches. It weighs 2.6 kilograms or 5.72 pounds empty, and of course, how much it weighs full of gear is entirely up to you and how much gear you can put in. You saw I've already got a fair bit of gear in here, which is pretty cool. last but not least, why don't we put the bag on its front again, and we'll just access where I showed you the all-weather cover is here. And let's get that on. It's nice, it's actually attached via a strap, so you're not gonna lose this thing. So I think what we need to do for the all-weather cover is flip it back over to the front, because we're gonna want the cover to cover it up like so. And there we go. Nice rain cover, nice all-weather cover. If you're out in the snow, in the rain, the sleet, any of the elements, you can put that on, and it covers up the pack and all the openings so that you can't get any moisture, any snow, any rain, whatever's happening into the pack. As you can see, the back side of it, it covers like everything except the back, but that's going to be on your back, so that's going to keep the water out of your access points, and it's going to keep your pack dry, as this is going to be right up against your back when you have it on. There you go, folks. The ProTactic 450 AW from LowePro. Really nice bag. Love the fit, finish, construction, materials, everything about it. I don't have any complaints with this bag. In fact, this may become one of my new favorite go-to bags when I'm grabbing something to head out. It's got plenty of room for all the gear I'd usually want to take out with me. In fact, I may even want the smaller one, maybe the smallest one, the 250, to use for a Micro Four Thirds or a smaller one camera setup when I'm going out. In any case, great bag, highly recommended. I really like this 450 ProTactic. I give it 2 thumbs up for sure. Check it out. I'll put a link below. You can check it out on Amazon. I'll also put a link below for you, for those of you in Canada, to Amazon.ca, and to also Henry's and Vistec, I think, have it. Whichever one does, I'll put a link for that as well. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you have any questions about the ProTactic 450 AW, leave them in the comments below. I'll see if I can get them answered. If I can't, I will get LowePro to chime in and answer them for you. And thanks for tuning in. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.